Hello, what is up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Beabosscoaching podcast. This is a bonus episode, and let me just tell you, this episode was a birthday episode. So it was supposed to be a birthday episode. I was supposed to release it on my birthday, or at least around my birthday, but let me be clear, my birthday was almost 3 weeks ago now. My birthday was July 20th, but I will say that I recorded this with two of my fellow podcasting friends, Lalo and Turkey from the Parallel Boyz podcast, which used to be called the Parallel Discussion podcast, but now called Parallel Boyz. Shout out to them. They really are the reason why I got the spark to start podcasting. I had been wanting to start podcasting since forever ago. But when I finally saw them doing it, it just gave me the push that I needed. Yes, it took me a year to do it after they started because, when we're doing something new, brand new and risky that we've never done before, that's just the way how it goes sometimes, But when you have those seeds in your head and when you have those things that are there, they just haven't been nurtured, then I decided to nurture it and go for it. But we talked a little bit about that. So this episode is supposed to be a fun episode. We go into podcasting, what that journey has been like for me, what it's been like for them. We talked about horrible bosses, some experiences with some terrible bosses in our lives. And we talked about being an introvert and introvertedness and what does that look like for us, having friends and going out. And it's supposed to be a fun episode. There's no real structure to it, to be honest with you. But again, this is a bonus episode, meant to be a bonus episode that I was supposed to release a few weeks ago, and I finally got around to recording this intro, and I hope you enjoy.
Hey, welcome to our super crossover episode with the bosses and with the Parallel Boys. I call her with the bosses now because you're part of the bosses now.
I'm the bosses?
Yeah, you're part of the boss masses.
Even though it's only me.
Yeah, it's only you, but hey, you have a lot. If you think about it, your podcast is about being a boss, so all those people who contact you are bosses.
That's true.
So you see, with the bosses and with the parallels.
The bosses and the
Oh,
parallels.
that's good. Yeah. Hi, Turkey. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you for asking.
So we're doing a super crossover parallel and boss episode. And happy birthday, Betty.
Happy birthday, Betty.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot which one.
Happy birthday, Betty. Happy birthday, Betty. Yeah, how many birthdays do you have already?
Happy birthday.
Or maybe you don't want to tell your age, maybe.
No, I'll tell my age. Actually, I was just talking to my Uber driver. And
Yeah.
And
That's a new way of therapy right there.
No,
huh?
for real. And it's networking too, because he followed me, I followed him. And I don't know, maybe I'll shout him out. Be like, hey, I just talked to my Lyft Uber driver. And he turned out to be really cool.
Wait, is he a Lyft or Uber?
Yeah, what's going
Whoa.
on?
I don't know. I did a Lyft.
Come on.
It was a Lyft.
All right.
But you know what? It's
But
crazy
he
how
probably does Uber too.
Lyfts are just Ubers
Stick to the
now.
brand. Stick to the brand.
And we were talking, and then he mentioned, he said, you surprised me. I thought you were a young college student.
I just have to talk with everybody when they meet you. Like, how old are you?
Yeah, he didn't want to. I think they were like trying to figure it out because they're like, we're talking about New York and how long I was there and when I moved there. And I think they did the math. So
Wait, there's two people driving you?
no, one
You said
Uber
they did the
driver.
math.
Yeah.
They did the math.
Okay,
Uber and the guy did the
Uber and me.
I don't know. Something about this
Uber
story
and
is a little sus. You know what I mean?
little sussy right there.
And so they figured out that I was like basically almost 40. And no, I'm not almost 40. I'm 34.
So they found out you
I'm
were
34
you're a
too.
grown-ass woman.
Yeah, I'm 34 years old.
Grown ass woman. But yeah, your fourth episode's in already?
Yeah, four episodes.
Yeah, no, wait.
Four.
4,
You're
yeah.
4 episodes in already?
This is a
She doesn't even
bonus
know.
episode.
Yeah.
Brr, brr, brr. And wanted to do this, so thank you both.
thank
the
you.
Parallels.
I'm glad that we were able to make it, squeeze it in, because
Yeah.
I hear my boy that don't want to wake up.
Damn, it's 11 o'clock.
I know, it's a process.
But I do have to hand to him. He doesn't work too late, but he works late enough where, like, at the point everybody's already done with their day, and you're like, and he's barely going into work. That could be a little drastic.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
thank
true.
you. That's the first time you ever backed me up on anything.
I always back you up on everything. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? First time ever.
I
the
always
first thing
back
for
you
everything.
up. I always back you up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. But yeah, so 4 episodes in.
4th episode.
How has the journey been with the
that
editing?
podcasting.
podcast.
Can I ask you, what is the hardest part so far that you really like? Okay, I can see that you're going with the flow here, but what is like that thing that's, man, it really took me a while to get over the hump?
For podcasting. I think it was
Just getting started, huh?
Just getting started. You guys remember I told you guys that I was going to do this like a
Took
year
over
ago.
a year. Yeah. I think it was around the time you came, right? The first time? Oh, the first time we did an episode.
An episode, and I immediately got hooked. I was like, this is awesome. I want to do this. But I think what stopped me from doing that, for why it took me so long, was because I didn't want to get equipment. I didn't want to learn the Roadcaster. I didn't want to edit. I didn't want to do every learning thing that I needed to learn. But it's actually not bad. It's not bad.
It's a process. For you, I think it's more a process because, like, you actually have a certain thing you want to talk about in every episode. And so
Not always.
Not always?
I think I always...
Do you free flow in your episode? Do you, like, all of a sudden, like, you're like, this is what I want to talk about, and I go with that?
Yeah. I try to write out points that I want to talk about, free flow points, not everything scripted out to the T.
Okay.
But I have scripted out things to a T sometimes, and then I just veer off the script. But I think what helps is that I know what I wrote, so I can always come back. And I'm the type of person that goes into tangents.
Okay.
So if
Yeah,
I
me
start
too.
talking about if I start talking about something, I need something to put me back on track about whatever I was talking about, because I will talk about anything and everything, and that's not. But this is the reason why I wanted to do a birthday bonus episode, was because, one, I wanted to have fun. I have fun with you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys are, for those of you who are listening, Lalo and Turkey have been my friends for
Years now, I think.
Years.
What, how many
Over a
years?
decade for sure.
Yeah, like over 10 years.
Yeah, over
over
a decade.
10. No,
We've been out of high school for what? A long time.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy looking back.
I think
It's
we're
like
on
a
our
long time.
second 10-year reunion, I think.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
Is it already 2 decades? I don't know.
Two-
It
no.
could be
Close.
20 years.
It
It
could
can
be
be 20
close.
years. Yeah.
It's
But
a
yeah,
long
it's been a
time.
long
It's a
time.
long time.
No, almost. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
God
16.
damn, we're feeling older. Well, I graduated when I was 18. I was a year
I think
before.
everybody graduates when they're around 18.
Yeah, but I was like still almost a year older because I was held back a year for my birthday.
Oh, yeah, because you're
Oh, yeah,
December.
because you're like late in the
I'm a
year.
December baby.
Yeah.
So the biggest challenge so far was that initial fear?
It was
And
the
her
learning
tangents.
curve.
Is
That's just
Is it safe to
And
say you're past that, or you're still shaking that off a little bit? You're still getting used to it.
I'm still learning. The first 3 episodes, editing wise, was I honestly, I think the first episode I recorded like 6 times.
Oh wow.
So
Oh,
I
really?
recorded six times, and I kept recording. I kept trying to edit. It was a total hot mess. And you remember, I would go to the library and I would call you, Lala. Remember,
Yeah.
I don't know what to hook up. what
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know what to do with this. I don't recognize that
I would
system.
FaceTime you, remember?
Yeah.
And I would say, hey, what is this?
Yeah. What does this button do? Do not press. Okay, I'm gonna press it.
Hey, but that's really fucking cool. You went in there, you didn't know shit. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking try it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It's usually where people just turn away. Fuck this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want to do this.
I don't want
Yeah.
to. So,
I know that feeling.
but you guys
do
are
it every
my
day in life.
inspiration. You guys are
Yeah.
my inspiration. And that was that. I learned, and then finally decided, you know what? I stitched together one episode, which to me was a major accomplishment, just
Okay.
to put together one episode. That one episode actually didn't make it. Like, it's in a vault somewhere.
Yeah, we have a few of those. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not the type that if you don't like something, you don't delete it. You just store it away.
Yeah, I don't delete anything.
You don't delete anything.
Because you never know
Yeah.
where you could use it somewhere else. But
Okay.
I was so proud that I did one episode. I had learned how to crossfade and everything. I was like, damn, look at me with my crossfading.
Yeah.
And I had Sean listen to it. And he said, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it was about
Shout out to
12
Sean.
minutes. But I didn't like it. And then I decided, okay, let me do another one. Now I know how to record and how to edit and how to put it together,
Yeah.
how to do an intro, how to do the outro, whatever. But it took maybe a few tries to finally feel satisfied
Nice.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how about you? How with Turkey, you've been learning how to edit podcasts.
See, I was one thing I wanted to bring up because when I spoke to you, you're like, I think the most funnest part about an episode is editing. I was like, Turkey doesn't think it as fun.
It's not that I don't take it as fun. It's just my the type of work I already do already falls into that. So it's for me, I just associate it with work. Like I don't see it as fun. You know, see what I'm
So
saying?
is your favorite part
Just
recording?
just recording, just
Yeah.
having fun.
Be on the
Yeah.
mic. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That's the only reason because I'm already familiar with the editing process and all that stuff. Like it wasn't new to me, but at the same time, I'm like, it just feels like work. Not in a bad way, but it just. Like Lalo just looks away to his phone, like when I'm talking about it. You know, he's like,
What phone? You have a camera now, so
Yeah.
you can't say that I wasn't
Oh
on
yeah,
the
we
phone.
might do a video.
Yeah.
But if you don't see a video with this, y'all,
That means it
you
didn't
know
happen.
why.
That means it didn't happen.
yeah,
Yeah, it
just,
didn't happen.
yeah. I don't think Betty liked it. That's what she's. Nah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's scratched. She's probably gonna put it in her vault. She's gonna put it in her vault. It's
I'll
fine.
put it in my vault. Yeah, I know.
And then we'll never see the day of light of that.
Yeah, but speaking of editing though, I do have a bone to pick with you though.
Okay.
Can I be honest?
You can
Don't
you can pick a bone with me.
Don't get mad though.
Okay.
So a long time ago, oh shit, you feel that? It's a fucking earthquake.
I mean, there was 2 earthquakes yesterday. To be
Holy
honest.
shit, did you fucking feel that? All right,
No,
it's a bad omen. Okay.
this building could collapse. So
This building's gonna collapse
Oh
any day.
shit! Earthquake.
earthquake.
But a while ago, I did do a promo for you, and you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you never
Oh.
effing heard it.
I heard it.
Maybe
No,
we
you
should
didn't.
put it
Yes,
for
I
her,
did.
or maybe we should put it for her on the thing here.
Okay. You know what? Do you want to showcase
Maybe-
it? You want to
maybe
get
we
it
could
out
do
of
Wait,
the
you
vault?
have it?
You
We
want to
have-
get it out of the vault?
We have it.
I know I have it. I still
Yeah,
have
we
it,
have it on the thing.
but it's too late now. And
Oh,
now
it's
you
too
have
late.
to explain yourself.
Okay.
Who made your new little beat, your new song?
No one.
She made it,
You
dude.
got
I
it.
didn't know. It was a free stock music
Oh,
that you
okay.
download.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can just
Turkey actually did one for you, like legitimately.
a stock music.
I made it from scratch, even the music.
What?
Yeah,
Amazing.
You didn't tell me that.
I told you all that.
No, you didn't.
I told him to tell you.
I know.
Well, that means you told them. You didn't tell me.
Why am I always the middleman between you two? Why am I like I don't know? And all of a sudden, somehow you guys are texting each other, and I'm just like, bro, talk to her directly. And then you're like,
Well, this is why. Because I'll text Turkey
then he doesn't answer.
and his ass will be like, oh, yeah, let me talk to Lalo. Talk to Lalo. So I'm like,
I mean,
okay.
Technically, I had to be to like, okay, because we were supposed to go over there. She was supposed to come over, but then she goes, hey, you know what? It's better if we do it at my house. Is that what happened? And then I cool. Oh, no, actually, I offered that, you know what? Maybe we could still do it. Maybe we could go to your house. I mentioned that. And I
Yeah.
told Turkey, hey, maybe we go to your house and do it. And I was like, but I have to wait for Turkey to wake up.
Yeah.
Then I texted him, hey, dude, like, she said we'd go to her house and do the podcast. And then out of a sudden, it was just like, I was a middleman between both of you. No, she's coming over. No, wait, Turkey wants to go over there. I'm like, come on, just figure it out.
No, because I know how Turkey is,
It's
right?
because I'm really grumps in the morning. Like,
God,
No.
Jesus.
I'm really, and then when I wake up in the morning, I like to wake up, look at my phone, and then go back to sleep.
That's a good topic for me that I want to talk to you guys about. Because, like, I know you deal with a lot of, like, bosses. And is it grumpy bosses where you're, like, just don't want to do shit sometimes?
I don't like
It's just me. You're describing me right there. He's a little grump out there. Like,
I'm a little
should
grump
should
some morning.
grumpy people be bosses?
Yeah, they can be bosses. I
actually-
I just feel like they sometimes, if you have too much of a grump, then this dude.
you can learn how to not be
Turkey,
so.
can you start learning how to stop being a
Do you need
grump?
some of my coaching?
It's not even that. It's just like when I wake up, keep explaining to him. It's like starting an engine. You gotta wait for it to warm up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. Lalo is just like I've said this before. He's like a golden retriever. Like he has that golden retriever personality where he's just always happy and hyper. And I'm the opposite. I'm a cat. Just stay away from me. I'll come to you when I'm ready. You know what I mean?
No, but even then, when he comes to you, he still has that face sometimes.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a freaking minute.
Morning
Am I-
routines. Okay, tell me
is
about
there something
your
wrong
morning
about that?
routine. Tell me about. No, but.
It's because I'm very moody. Like as a person, I'm very moody. It's either I'm good or bad, and then it'll eventually balance out. But it takes a while.
Yeah. I mean, you're a Cancer.
Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
Okay. I'm a
mean,
Cancer.
Y'all killing people though. Y'all killing people with your
your
grumpiness.
emotions.
Yeah,
With your
with your
emotions.
grumpiness and shit.
I'm just really moody. I think that's
Yeah.
why. I don't
Well,
think a
happy
lot of
birthday,
stuff.
Turkey,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
this
why didn't you
this
text
is
him?
also a crossover birthday, Turkey, and Betty episode.
It
Yeah.
is.
How old are you?
I'm 34. It feels like that, huh? It actually feels like 34.
You're the same age now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, you know what's crazy? I always forget my dad's birthday because it was either the 21st or the 20th. Then I remember your birthday all the time. So I was like, oh, when it's your birthday, it's his birthday. So I don't know why I couldn't remember my dad's birthday all the time. I thought it was always the 21st, but it was the day of your birthday. So
20th.
the 20th.
Did
yeah.
you wish him happy birthday?
No, I'm actually going to go see him. I'll surprise him later on. I didn't want to text him because I want him to think I forgot. And I just
Oh,
want to just go and
damn.
surprise him.
Lalo's a little toxic sometimes, even with family.
How's
huh?
that toxic? That's fucking, it's going to show up. Oh,
Can we
like-
talk about Lalo's toxicity a little bit? Come on. Let's
So let's talk about toxic relationships. No. And how they impact your boss self. No, I don't know.
I'm not toxic.
But going back to the bosses, what's the worst boss you've ever had? Is there a boss that just stands out? Where like, you don't have to name any names or
I can definitely
anything.
tell you the worst boss. It's sad because I'm a woman, and 1 in 2 women experience sexual harassment.
Oh, no way.
And this boss definitely sexually harassed me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
Was it like physical or? Like,
I mean,
mostly,
they were inappropriate, and
It was just like an
Like
appropriate.
catcalling type of thing?
Wow.
no, they were definitely predatory and
Oh,
inappropriate.
yeah.
And
Is this
I
a while
think
back or recently?
Yeah, it was when I was working at Ralph's. I don't know
Oh,
if
You
you
worked at
remember.
Ralph's?
Yeah, do you remember? I was working at Ralph's when I was in college. It was my first job ever as a deli. I used to work in
oh,
the
so you
deli.
used to make. You used to be at the
Damn.
deli.
Yeah,
That's some good-
I used to make some good sandwiches.
They
I was
got-
a sandwich
they got
artist.
some good potato salad, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was my first job. It was the worst job ever, not just because of the smell of chicken that
Yeah.
I would come home with every day.
It's like something like chicken, huh?
Yeah. But
This little
obviously
Betty.
the-
This little Betty smelling like chicken.
yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Wait, did you leave because of that, or did you? It was other
It
multiple
was a chicken.
reasons.
It was a chicken smell.
Chicken smell, boss, and I got another job eventually.
okay.
Yeah.
A more
mean, I-
promising job.
But that was the
Yeah.
worst one. Like, just
That
stands
was,
out.
I mean, by far,
Yeah.
if you're gonna, sexual harassment is pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, I was like, man, I should have reported it because then someone else probably would have experienced
Yeah.
that.
It's
There could've been like a
It's like
chain.
that chain, yeah,
Like a
that
chain
effect,
reaction
you
there.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was bad. But yeah, what's your worst boss, Lalo?
I think when I was working at Universal Studios, I had this.
shit.
He was
Make
very.
sure nobody listens to that.
Nah, it's
Not
fine. He's in jail, I think.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Yeah, he's
Fuck,
in
that
jail.
escalated quick.
Like after, because he was like, they were very micromanagement in that company, but I learned a lot. But still, at the same time, like we had this boss who was just like, I don't know, it was just the way he approached you and asked you for things. It would be like, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
the
a
worst.
micromanager.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, dude, you just asked me to do something. Now you asking me to do something else. I can't get it done at once. I remember one time too, he just kept on texting me. He asked me to go in earlier to work.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was supposed to go in like at 4, and it was like 1. Like, hey, can you come in right now? And then I was like, yeah, I'll go right now. And then he's calling me, and I answered one of his calls, and I fucking hit a car from the back. Luckily, it was like little, like only like the license plate like just chipped off. The guy goes, oh, don't worry about it. I was like, all right, cool, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
The guy goes, no, and he had a kid too, and I think maybe he didn't have insurance or anything like that. So
That was probably the case.
yeah, and then I was like, oh, it's cool. So I gave him like $100. I'm like, here, just take this. That's what I had in my pocket. And I just laughed, and I'm like, so I even get there to work, and I'm even more fed up with this guy. This guy's just like on my ass, just okay, make sure everything's set up. That's why I came early. Chill, bro. Like, but yeah, then after that, after I left that company, apparently I think he got caught like talking to some like 13-year-old girl or something like that. So
Yeah, this fucking podcast
why
is going
you-
real dark.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's true story. I'm not sure if he's still in jail. I'm pretty sure he still is, but not sure. From what I heard, that I guess he was gonna meet up with this girl, and then the sister caught it on her phone, and they bait him to come in or whatever. Then that's how it happened.
No,
I don't know. I'm sure they
so.
bait him. I don't know the true story, but that's just what happened. But I know it was for sure for that reason. Yeah, but that was like that was the craziest boss I ever had.
Damn.
Okay. What about you, Turkey?
Oh, Turkey had so many bad bosses.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly the micromanaging. It's like people just have like control issues, and then just learning how to navigate around that. I think is the thing. It was like, okay, you can't really do anything about it. You just
Because they're your boss.
Yeah.
But you can manage up.
Yeah.
There is a way to manage
So
up,
now-
but
Unless they're like controlling that. Okay, like
that's why, like, for me, like I've adapted to. That's why now I feel like that's why I'm this way. Is I try to like clear out all the work as soon as possible, so there is no issues here. And if there is issues, it'll be easily addressed instead of it's almost. But now you're doing more of the work. Sometimes, you
like
know.
mentally in a way, huh?
No, you gotta, yeah.
Because it's like also you doing all the work, but also taking a big mental.
So in a way, I don't know if it's people pleasing. I don't know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I was like, I just want to get them off my back, so I just try to get everything out of the way.
So you're like a little bookworm.
But I think the way that you work, Turkey, you've always been that way. You don't like anybody
I hate
telling
people.
you
Yeah.
anything. You really don't like to be told anything.
Yeah, I don't.
I've seen that.
What do you mean?
What do
Explain.
you mean? I don't know.
Explain. I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta-
please bring it.
explain.
You're the
Bring-
one who said it.
Bring it up to
What?
this cancer
You
over
already
here.
said I do everything up front so that you don't bother me.
Yeah, that's hey. I already did it, so stay away from me. You know what I mean? Just it's
Yeah.
over there. It's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is that some sort of like avoidism?
No, I think it's
Is it just me trying to like try to clear everybody away
I
from me?
think-
Or
I think it's. I will say this. I think it's very typical of males to just say, "I just don't bother me."
I like to be called men. I'm just kidding.
Men.
Just kidding.
yeah,
Yeah, but you've always been that way.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkey's always been his own little thing. You telling me he would only go out if he wants to go out.
You know what? I know.
If you want to invite him out, he
when
gets
you
mad that
don't
you.
invite him.
If you invite
Yeah.
him, he gets mad. If you don't invite him, he gets mad. I don't know.
I think I just want the invitation and
yeah,
not go.
because you're an
and
introvert.
not go.
But I think for me, inviting you and saying, I know you're going to say no to me is a waste of my time.
But they're still, as an introvert, I will say this. They still want to be invited.
yeah, it might be still.
Even if most likely they're going to say no, the invitation still means a lot.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
So next time, please invite me, but just know I'm not gonna go. Isn't that true though? It's so fucking true. It's weird, right? You almost feel.
I talk about this as an introvert all the time about introvertedness. The invitation it means a lot, even though you're not gonna go.
It's
It's like you still feel welcome.
It's almost like acceptance.
Yes,
It's almost like
exactly.
acceptance, but also giving the person trust.
Yes, and their own space.
Their space.
And acknowledging
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
that
That's the
they
word
have,
you're looking for.
Well, they're still people. They want to get invited
See,
to
but
places.
my boundary is like
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my fucking time. My bad. Sorry for the bosses out there. I'm cursing.
It's fine. My podcast is explicit.
Okay, because our parallel universes were all over the place. But yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna be a boss, I want somebody who I want to be someone who's approachable, someone who's, regardless if it's the morning, if I had my coffee or not, or if I'm having a bad day, I still want to be approachable. That's the image of me being a boss that I see in my space of this kind of work. You know what I mean? And I think that's I've always been like that. Even if I'm in my worst mood, I don't know, maybe a couple of times where I've gotten a little grumpy grumps, like with Turkey. But other than that,
Yeah.
What is your worst case scenario being an introvert? Like, you wish that you could have probably done something you missed out on or something, because it is almost like a self-sabotaging type of personality.
I think I talk about this a little bit, and I don't know if it was I talked about it, but I don't think I've edited and released this episode yet.
this is the ones in the vault.
But there's this, it's a double-edged sword, because I don't like to use up energy, you know?
Me neither.
And as an
Wow, we're so like.
But you need to use your energy.
Yeah.
You need to use your energy. That's a problem.
But when you don't use up your energy,
It just pents up.
Yeah, it pents up, right?
Yeah.
You need to do something, but I think ahead to when I might be tired. That's why yesterday when you told me, hey, are you available tomorrow morning? And I was tired, so I was like, I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere. But this almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
Didn't
I know that. Again, I'm the middleman. Like, I'm the middleman.
Yeah.
I meant to hit you up earlier. I had band practice and some other stuff going on. So
Yeah, but it's usually and if you ask me, even if it's future plans, and in that moment, I'm not energetic, I'm tired, I will say no, because in that moment, I don't feel good.
Yeah,
even though whatever you're asking me to do is in the future.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so I think that's usually I've missed out on a lot of stuff because I'll say no or whatever. And then maybe the day comes and I feel better and I want to do it and I don't.
Yeah.
So I think that's the
You know what I think
challenge.
the key is, though, for an introvert?
What?
Okay, you say yes to the thing, right? You commit to it, and then you go 10 minutes and you leave. You know what I mean? I think that's the way, right?
I don't think 10 minutes you could leave.
You know what I mean? Like, you just disappear.
Yeah, just 10 minutes. Think about it.
Yeah. 10
Maybe?
minutes, an hour?
Maybe 30?
An hour. Well, you know, when I was back in New York and Sean had to move because of
Shout out to Sean.
his visa stuff, I was with Bailey. I had to take care of Bailey, and I was so happy
Bailey.
that
He
whenever
left you? You got so
Well,
happy
he
he
left,
left?
and then I had to take care of Bailey, and I would be so happy when I would be out somewhere, and I would say, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I gotta go take out my dog." And that would be
that would be your excuse.
And it wasn't a lie. I did. I had to go
Yeah.
take out my dog. So that really helped a lot.
that helped a lot. That helped a lot to get it out of everything, huh?
Out of things
I missed
early.
weddings. I missed.
Yeah, you want to be invited, but you want the boundaries of not going. You
still don't wanna go.
Yeah, it's a very diva-like personality. It's like,
I don't think it's a diva. I think it's literally you just want to be invited. You want to be included.
yeah,
Even though you don't want to be included.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's why I'm getting so many calls today.
I mean, it's her birthday, so
Yeah,
she's
it's her birthday. She's
the,
getting a lot of phone calls
boss coach life is catching up right now.
Yeah.
All the
yeah, I know. I didn't think about that. I was like, oh my goodness. But
it's all good.
let's go. Okay, so I do want to talk about editing
Okay.
because I'm interested in why you don't find editing. I guess the process of editing isn't as great, but I like putting something together.
Yeah, the creative part of it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a visual collage. You're putting it together.
Yeah. It's just raw audio
Yeah.
and then creating it into something cohesive in a story and then with music. I think that's fun.
You should listen to the podcast like when like we do just a recording, You should see all the stuff I edit from Lalo shit. You know what I mean? There's so much editing.
Nah,
it takes
not really.
hours
Leave
and
me-
hours
yeah,
upon
it's not a
hours.
lot.
It
It's
takes a
not a
lot of life out of me.
Well,
Right,
you
right.
do. So your podcasts are usually an hour.
Mhm.
I think we found our sweet spot, like an hour.
Yeah, an hour. I think the least we've done is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And sadly, our shortest one has been 45
Oh,
minutes.
no, it's 30 minutes, 39.
No, 45.
Yeah?
Yeah. 45 has been our shortest one.
But you edit that from a longer.
No, it was just,
Oh.
but honestly, the shorter ones really need less edit sometimes.
Okay, but I do have a question because for people that want to start anything from scratch, and I want to use the example of podcasting because there's something tangible
Yeah.
to create. What would you say is what helped you? And I know you've talked about this before where you were inspired by listening to another friend starting their podcast, but why
Ex-friend.
weren't you
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
It's that joke.
Yeah. Why didn't it intimidate? Because it intimidated me, the process.
Mm.
What made it easy for you to just say, let me try this out, even though you had never done it before? Was it because you knew someone that...
Turkey. Turkey.
I think that's what it is. I think Lalo was more in on, hey, I could get the equipment and you do the editing. And I think that's why I pushed back a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know-
You didn't want to work.
Yeah, I just didn't want to work because I saw it as work. And
No,
I
actually, the first episode we released and we worked on, I remember we had recorded that same day, and then we were up all night trying to just do the edits. Remember, you were editing on that corner right there.
I forgot.
It was like
been a
our
while.
very first, I actually might have been the day after we had worked on it or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was our first one that we released as a bonus. We ended up releasing after, and it's before that one was recorded before our first episode, before we were like really drunk on that one. But that one we released it later on. We're like, you know what, screw it, let's release it as a bonus. But that's one of
I think that's what it was. It was just that he took the action, and then I just was left with everything. Here, figure it out.
regardless of how many times you're gonna edit these episodes, make sure it's just $2,000 worth every time.
Yeah, he kept shoving the price in my face.
No, I
Like,
did
hey,
that.
this is how much I spent on all the equipment, and it was
No, I did not.
Stockholm
I didn't do
syndrome
that.
at some point. You
I
know?
didn't do that. I didn't do that. Don't listen to him.
But for you, I could see the intimidation up front. Like, you
I'm still doing everything
you
myself.
faced everything on your own. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How did you feel about that? I already explained it a
I
little
mean,
bit, but
I'm glad that you found the
Yeah.
resources for it, because, I mean, I don't think I would have ever gone to the library with Turkey. I could barely get him out of the house. Imagine going to the library.
Dude, first of all, I didn't even know the library even did that. Has
Yeah,
that?
it's
or
crazy.
anything.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's crazy. They have a whole booth, a whole
Wow.
studio, everything you need, whether you want to do it from a roadcaster or directly to your computer.
Oh wow.
Or whatever. They have 3 microphones set up for you. They have the video ready for you to record yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's mainly like a sound booth, or what
it's
is
a
it?
sound.
Wow.
It's a soundproof booth.
And this is the
Wow.
Los Angeles.
It's free resource. It's at the LA Public Library
Mm.
in downtown, the main central
I
library
haven't
downtown.
been to that library in years, bro.
But it's the biggest one we have in the county.
Yeah. If you want to do podcasting, try that resource out. It's free, at least to learn, because that's where I went to learn
Yeah.
the editing and the recording.
How did you find out about that? Or you just go there all the time?
No, TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
They featured a
Fucking TikTok
Video.
does everything, huh?
video that they had these free podcasting booths, and I just went.
Do you do TikTok with your? Do you do clips for your TikTok? Yeah.
Now I am.
Yeah?
Yeah. So there'll be clips.
Okay.
But I think what I would suggest for people wanting to start a podcast that are doing everything on their own is to try and learn the editing process first, at least.
But you still have to
Yeah.
record something, though.
You still have to record. Yeah, you still have to record. But recording's easy, right? Like you just figure out how to record and how to plug things, and that's not.
So learn how to record yourself, then learn how to
Then
learn how to edit.
Then edit.
Yeah.
YouTube University.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. YouTube is a lot of there's a lot of handy stuff in there.
Are you on YouTube yet or no?
No,
No.
not yet.
Do you plan on or until you get video?
We'll see what Hopefully, if Lalo didn't.
What? Hopefully what?
If
It's been edited out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, I want to do video, YouTube. I think that's the next.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Now that okay. Now that you have started in the bigger picture, have you set a goal for yourself? Any goal, or just
so
keep
right
going
now,
with it?
now my goal, my most short-term, closest goal is record 20 and release 20 episodes.
Oh wow!
All at once?
No,
Oh,
get to 20 episodes, because I actually heard from someone that once you get past 20 episodes, that's when you can really say that you're consistent, and most people end up being long-term. They
Gotcha.
continue with their podcast long-term. And they see, and sometimes you don't see success after 20 episodes, maybe 100, 200.
Tell us about it.
I mean,
Your
if anything, we
50th
started off
episode.
strong.
If
Now
anything, we
we're
started
just-
too strong, and then
we
we
started-
got really low.
We got
Yeah.
50 episodes, though.
50. Three.
It was supposed to be 53, but now I went down.
Well,
to
it's 53 minus 1.
yeah.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. Technical
nice one.
difficulties. An ex-friend.
Yeah.
That's not an ex.
Expert.
Just joking. Just being toxic. Just being toxic.
Crisis.
Yeah. But see, you have your laptop. What do you have for us? I feel like you're going to tell us something. Like, I don't know.
No, I was just going to put questions in here. What should we talk about?
Oh, I thought you already had questions. That's what I thought.
No, I thought you guys had questions.
We did.
I
We already
thought,
answered the
yeah,
question.
I thought maybe everybody just takes control whenever they want. no?
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Everyone has.
Yeah.
That's funny. You take the wheel.
Yeah, this birthday episode, wanted to be fun. It
All right,
is
let's
fun.
talk about birthdays because you're 34 now. You started your podcast. You're pretty much a new
In
year
a
of life
new-
for you.
a
What
new
are your
stage.
goals now from here to 35?
35. No, I think it's crazy being 34, leaving my job. It's been a year now, essentially, since I left my job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mentally, how has that been?
Oh, she was amazing for me, if you ask me.
How has that experience been? Like
I
just
felt like
staying away
that
from
question direct to me too.
staying away from work.
So, I've been away from work for 8 months, so it feels amazing.
I think this is what most people, I would say, if they ever have a chance to take a risk, just maybe leave a job or start something new, is to do it, just because you rediscover what you wanted to do later on in life. And I think it's a privilege to be able to do that when you're still learning or have people to support you. So I'm glad that I'm doing this podcast. Thank you for inspiring me.
Oh no, you're welcome.
And I'm learning a lot, and I'm actually, it's the first time that I feel that I get to tell my story and that I get to share what I know and share with other people. Hopefully inspires other people through my podcast. And I really just love the editing and creative process.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I think I also feel the same way. Although our podcast is a little more everywhere, but it's still a
I
learning
mean, it's not
process
really everywhere.
because
You're still doing movies and
yeah,
events.
yeah. But I think it's still a learning process because even between the relationship between me and Turkey, it's very highly almost the same, but
It's very volatile,
but
actually.
Okay,
it's more toxic
It's,
off the
if it-
podcast,
yeah,
but
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
it could be the
I
same.
feel like
though.
the podcast is the only glue now.
Yeah.
I do want to say, how do you think, because you were friends before the podcast, how do you think your relationship has changed now that you work together on a podcast? And it's sort of,
just Turkey's
More volatile. Yeah. More.
tell me more.
Where do I start? No, it's funny. No, I mean it feels the same. It's just now there's this thing. It's like this link that's holding us together now. You know what I mean? I
But
don't
what
know.
was holding you together before?
Actually, you know what? I was holding us together. I was the one
Yeah.
coming to his house because he wouldn't come to my house.
Yeah.
Then I eventually had to move in to see him more often. He's
Yeah,
like,
I mean-
That's a bromance.
I know. I
It's
love
the introverted thing again.
That's what
you
we were
know?
talking
Like,
about on our last episode. We're like, hey, dude, I love you, dude.
Okay, but you guys
Love you.
are, would you say you're best friends?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I think so.
I think above that, I feel like I'm closer. I don't want to say this because I love my brothers, but I feel like I've grown a bond, like a brother bond, more with Turkey than I ever had with my other brothers. Sometimes I love them to death. I love my brothers, and they know them. They always be my brothers. But Turkey just always been like the brother for me.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
And with
Yeah.
this podcast.
And yeah, on the podcast too. I mean, yeah, it's just a different type of family, you know. Like, and it's soul feels so. It still feels so normal. Like his family treats me like I'm their kid and stuff. So that even brought us closer.
Yeah, he came to my nest.
Yeah, I was like, he tried to kick me out.
He left it from his nest. He came over to my nest.
But you know what? There is people who unfortunately don't have that.
Yeah.
Like you can move in with your best friend and whatever, and then you're just
It's weird.
you just don't want to be. You don't want to see this person. You're like, oh, this person is a certain way. This person does this. I don't like the way they actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be apart from them. But with Turkey, it's a little bit of half and half with him. Sometimes he doesn't want to like me knocking on his door.
Boundaries.
The boundaries, you know.
Boundaries.
But it's funny that you had to move in
Yeah.
to be closer to him.
Yeah, it's because like during the pandemic we didn't see each other. We maybe just saw each other maybe once. I think you had to mail me my birthday gift or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Really?
Yeah. Did I go pick it up?
I don't even remember anything.
I think I had to come pick up my birthday gift because he wouldn't go drop it off for the pandemic. It was
You
my.
wouldn't
it
go
was-
drop off his
I'm not gonna lie. I really forgot what happened.
It was
with the
it was
pandemic.
my Chivas.
Oh yeah.
I think I had to come pick it up
Yep.
because he wouldn't
You
go drop it
definitely
off.
had to come pick that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
But other than that, like when I finally moved in here, even then we still have our space though. Like we still have our space.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. Space. You need space. You know what I mean?
You're an introvert. Of course you need
You
space.
need that space.
I don't
you
want
know?
that space, Turkey.
Ugh.
If I could just
I
be
hate that
cuddled
sm-
up next to you,
It just feels
breathing
smothering.
the same hot air you breathe, I'm down, bro.
Ugh.
I'm not down.
You know?
But yeah, but this podcast has really been like still always gonna be. It's sad because, like I said, I'm gonna start work, so I don't know how it's gonna work out. But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work either.
but
How would you say? What would you say to someone that wants to start a podcast, but maybe they're doing it all on their own? What would you say?
just do it. Like honestly, you just do it.
But
'Cause
what
I-
would you
'cause
say is the
it took
first thing they need to?
It took you. I guess. I guess for me, like if I was, because for me, if I was doing one of my own, I thought about it. At one point, I thought about it, and like, I didn't know where to start. But now that I am doing it, I think I could do one on my own.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should, because I would rather do it with my buddy here. But if anybody who's gonna do their own podcast, have something like you have like your own like topic to our like your main thing to talk about. Unless you're gonna talk about everything or anything,
Yeah.
I think just do it. I don't know, Turkey. What do you think?
For somebody that's just starting out, just on their own.
Just know you're gonna love it. Just know you're gonna love it and do it, because if you're gonna be scared, then there's no reason for you to be behind the mic, to be honest. But once you do it, honestly, people just are so scared of their voice. I'm scared of my voice. I've gotten to the point where I listen to it every week,
Yeah.
and then I
It's- yeah, I listen to episodes and I sometimes I'm like, why do I sound like that? Why?
yeah.
And but you know
sound,
what?
You sound fine on your,
Yeah,
on
you
your podcast.
even
If
for the
anything, you
first
sound
time, yeah.
you sound like those. Have you heard those NPR casts? You
Yeah.
sound like that. You have that voice for NPR. You have like what do they call the ASMR kind of voice?
Oh,
Yeah.
ASMR soothing.
Yeah, the soothing voice.
Everyone,
It's
no,
very
I-
soothing.
I get
I've
that
gotten a
feedback
compliment that I
lot.
have
Like,
that.
wouldn't be surprised if somebody falls asleep to your podcast. Not in a not in a bad way, you know, what I mean? But in a soothing way. Like they're like they just snuggle up in bed.
So are you
and-
saying I should change my topic?
No,
and
what
just
I'm
be
saying
like,
is you
this
could
is a sleeping
no,
podcast?
but I'm saying you could start another podcast where you could just tell little lullaby stories and then people go fall asleep. You know what I mean? Like you just
And
listen to your voice,
the little
your soothing
But that's
voice.
what I'm saying. I feel as if
But it's hypnotizing
it's
though.
too. I want it. Obviously, I want it to be engaging, and
But see, that's where your flair, you like that.
Yeah.
That you said that you get what's it called earlier. You said it. You said a word, a specific word.
Ambitious.
No, you get fired up.
Oh.
oh,
You
when
know?
I do a podcast.
No, but you bring that fire with.
Yeah. I think it is easier. I will say that if you're doing it on your own and you're recording, or maybe you're recording yourself, it's hard to what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to summon up the energy to just be like, "Hey, welcome to my podcast today, blah blah blah." And when you're with other people. Obviously, you both, when you're doing a podcast
Yeah,
episode,
you're
you're
feeding off each other.
feeding off of each other's energy.
Yeah.
So I think there's obviously many different ways to do it, but if you need some encouragement or something that fires you up, maybe starting a podcast with a close friend or someone else can really work. Unless you can find a way to really figure out how to do it on your own, but pump yourself up. Because I know there are times where I do have to pump myself up, and I'm doing it on my own, and I'm literally in my room alone talking.
I know, and you know what? This is where I feel like going back to the introverted archetype comes in a little bit. Is you do have an advantage because in a way, as an introvert, you do have inner dialogue with yourself all the time. You're always in your head.
Yeah.
So when I think like actually doing it and like speaking into a mic it's pretty intimidating at first.
Yeah.
But once you hone into that, you're like, oh, okay, it's talking to myself. This is me, my inner dialogue.
Yeah.
Discussing things thoroughly enough for if someone else were to listen.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to like,
I think, I like that, but I think that's why I also really enjoy editing because when you go back and listen and you're listening, you didn't like the way this was said, or you can re-record or you can edit, and there's a way that editing just brings to life what.
But can I tell you something?
What?
I think I know why you're really loving the editing part.
Why?
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
It's because you're tapping into your creativity. This is how you're learning how to be creative.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking, and it's kind of like, all right, let's just say the creation of the world, right? It's like there's matter. There's just like endless, formless matter, right?
Yeah.
And then it's created into something concrete. It's into your ideas. When you record stuff, it's just this. It's just this free flow, and then later you go in and construct it. You put it together. You make it nice. You make it look beautiful, and it's like that. It's like when you say, "Where do we get our ideas from?"
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that idea probably didn't come from me. But what does come from you is the form that you put it out to the world.
Yeah, the way
you filter it out.
Edit and put it out. And it could have been different ways. That's why this cross promo episode, there's two. I think, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we'll see. I think that was for me when I started to see how things you can edit and create something that came from your ability to
exactly
learn. I literally learned how to edit, and that to me, if you think about it, later on you could go and get a job as a podcast editor.
Exactly.
Else.
And there's a lot of jobs that are coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Because I think even Netflix wants to do podcasts.
I think Spotify even has a building somewhere in downtown. And I have a friend.
For podcasting.
I have a friend who she started her own podcast during the pandemic. And I you know what? I just met her like maybe a little less than a year ago. Maybe about a year ago I met her. And she had told me about her podcast. And we had barely started our podcast. And she got invited to the Spotify studios. She got to interview the drummer from Tears for Fears. And she got connected, and now she's doing good. But, like, I'll introduce you to her. She's very artistic and she's really cool. But she did it on her own. And she did it just with a phone.
Yeah.
But she went above and beyond. She really went. And then that's one thing that I want to get more to. I wouldn't care if I have to go to San Diego to interview somebody or to go see somebody.
Yeah.
Now it's just time to get my boy here, my boy to invite him and not have boundaries with me.
Yeah, a lot of boundaries. But yeah, I think going back to that question though, like it really has to come down to something you really want to talk about too. I think that's what I've learned throughout these couple of episodes I've done with my buddy over here is that you really gotta realize that what you say, I understand that having endless conversation is fine, but like at the end of the day, like if you're not like, you almost have to put some sort of meaning to your words. You can't just endlessly vomit words all the time. It's
even though it's fun in the
moment.
It's
fun when you have friends and you just want to chitter chatter, but at the end you always want to send a message, even if it's the smallest, but with the biggest impact. You want to do that.
You heard that here. Send a message.
Hey. Deliver it.
Yeah.
That's what I think I got very lucky to have Turkey in my life and to have that co-host because even when we started it, we we still have no sense of sometimes of what we're doing, but
Yeah, but
at the end, he does what he just said. He does that, and that's something that I don't have just because I'm just so goofy, and he has like more of a he's just know what he wants to say sometimes.
You compliment each
Yeah,
other.
so that's and he's like the backbone to the podcast.
But at the end, like every beginning is gonna start off not the best, even
Yeah.
if you don't think it's the best. But it's gonna refine itself at one point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like a dull blade. You're gonna sharpen it eventually. So I wouldn't worry about the little things now.
Yeah.
Just focus more on your message than anything. Editing should be second. But again, if you're discovering that now, like you're really into that, and that's gonna even sharpen your voice even more.
Yeah. So you heard it here, guys.
I would say when I heard your intro, I was like, wait, is this the same intro Turkey did? Like, wait, no, this is not the one. This is not the one.
I know.
Don't bring that
Don't-
topic
Yeah,
back,
don't
dude.
bring that up.
We gotta bury that.
If anything, she should use that intro for her episode.
Then the one that Turkey made?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, now we're here. You can send it to
It's
me.
too
Yeah.
late.
I can
It's
li-
too
Well,
late.
we actually could put it on your hard drive today.
It's
Yeah,
too
put
late,
it on my
actually.
hard drive.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It was a promo. It wasn't even an intro though.
No, I needed to learn on my own. You needed
No,
to let
that's the best
let
way.
me fly on my own.
That's the best way. No, because it's
She
true.
even threw the spirit fingers too.
It's true because later when you bring on more people, because eventually your podcast will take off and you're gonna need people to help you. So you understanding everything
Yeah.
from the foundation is gonna help you be their best boss.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell them.
Well, I mean, she's already a boss, bro. What are you talking about?
No, I know, but in the aspect of podcasts, like,
I think that's what that's the way I operate is I like to learn something hands-on first before if I need to outsource it somewhere else.
yeah,
Because I don't know, it's just a way that I like to lead, and the way that I like to be a leader is if I'm going to tell someone or manage someone in whatever they're doing, if
You
I'm
wanna
going to
have
be
an
a
idea.
thoughtful leader, I
Yeah.
should at least have some basic knowledge or foundation about what they're doing.
yeah.
I think that's for me. I don't think it's necessary for that to be the case all the time if you want to be a good leader. But I think for me, it's what I need to
Yeah.
feel, okay, thank you for being part of this team. This is what I need from you. And this is how I do it. You can definitely have your own way of doing it. And at the same time, I know I have some knowledge, so I do have some ideas. So if we can work together to create something that's creative and beyond quality, I think that's how I like to.
Yeah, and even going back to the horrible bosses, I think that's what creates a horrible boss is that people just learn what they think they need to get ahead, but they don't learn anything, really. They just
Yeah.
learn what they need to get to the next step. But at the end, you realize you're just using like these steps not in correlation with each other, and then you're fucking in charge of a whole department. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Because most of there's a lot of bosses that just don't even know
Like
what
with
the fuck
fake
is going on.
resumes and shit. Like when you
Yeah.
when you update your resume and you say you're doing some job and you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, or just people
Excel.
that yeah.
Like, I still don't even know how to use Excel, to be honest. And I say I'm Excel proficient, but I'm not. I still need to know how to do the equations on that bullshit. It's so confusing for me. If I don't know numbers and letters together, like, it makes me even more dyslexic than anything. So,
Yeah, it definitely, I think that's just my own foundation for what it means to be, at a minimum, I think for me, a good leader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You at least want to know a little bit of the basics.
little bit. Okay, we're at 57.
we can wrap it up to you,
It's
Betty.
up
I
to
know you have a busy schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
A busy schedule.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
A busy schedule?
Oh, what?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
I thought he said you have a bitchy schedule. I was like, all right, hurry up. You got
Yeah,
a bitchy
Betty.
schedule.
Yeah, Betty, you gotta
What
go
would
because
be
you have a
a-
bitchy schedule for
What's
your
a
birthday.
bitchy schedule?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's what I thought he said.
Bitchy
He's
schedule.
not. You got a busy
You
schedule.
know, you gotta be a boss ass bitch. That's
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is,
that is
right?
true. Yeah,
Mhm.
bitchy
Yeah.
schedule, boss ass bitch.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I see. That's the reason.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time, Lalo,
Wow.
Turkey. Woo! Maybe we
Ooh.
can do. Is there like a little yay
Yeah,
like thing
you have
here?
to-
Yeah. A little too loud.
Yeah, guys, gotta keep it down. Gotta keep it down there.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for doing this with me. I know I had an idea and I was like, you know what? Let me do it with two of my best friends. My best friends.
Oh, we were
Thank you,
option two.
appreciate it.
And thank you for doing this on my birthday.
Happy birthday to
my
you.
hope is that this is a birthday bonus episode where it's just fun.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Betty. That was loud still.
And
This crowd too loud today, bro. This crowd be loud today.
yeah, but I hope you took away something from this episode and had fun. Had fun listening to it.
And hi to Betty's audience.
Yeah. Hi to Betty's audience.
Oh yeah. I think I don't know how many listeners I have though, but 8, 7.
That's fine.
It's all good.
It's better than
I don't know.
It's a crossover episode, guys. And thank you guys for
Crossover.
joining us too, and thank you for making this happen too, because this is pretty cool that we get to collab. Yeah, I know. Finally, huh? Finally, we can say we're collabing, because you were just joining our podcast. Now
Yeah.
we're collabing.
Now we're collabing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess we could all say little small words before we leave. I don't know.
I said mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. I said turkey. What are you gonna say?
take cares out there.
That's all he says. That's his takeaway every fucking time. Like every time he says a good message, positive message.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Be safe
okay.
out there
Take care of yourself.
and take
wait,
cares.
wait. What's your what?
I thought somebody's out the window.
No. What's your takeaway message?
My takeaway message is
Stay safe.
Stay
Take care.
stay safe.
No, that's your takeaway for Parallel Boys.
Oh.
What's your takeaway for Beabosscoaching?
Hey, you know what? All those future bosses, one day I'm gonna need a fucking job, and you're gonna. I'm right here. I'm open. I got my resume. I'm ready. But no, for real, so be the best boss you can out there, because all the people you look over,
Maybe
they have
even
something
yourself.
important, huh?
Maybe even yourself, looking over yourself.
Yeah, just looking over yourself. But yeah, just know the responsibility you have in your hands when you're a boss, and know that it's not easy, but it is very rewarding if done well. So take care.
All right, guys.
No, you, Lalo.
Oh, man, he was about to cut me off. It's not the,
No.
Okay, I guess
What's
it's
your
because I'm
takeaway?
starting my new trucking career, and eventually I want to be
A trucking career?
Yeah, I'm a trucking career. I guess I want to be an owner operator, so I want to know what it is to be a boss, because it would be cool to own a fleet. But yeah, don't be scared to do it. Right
Do
now,
it.
I don't have the funds to do it, so technically I can't do it yet. But when I do, I have the money and the time to do it. I'm gonna just go for it, and I think the best way to start is just buying my own truck, and
And I can see that happening
and I
for
think
you.
and I think you touch base with starting a podcast. Pretty much, it's like with anything else, being a
Yeah.
boss and starting your own business. So that's one thing that I could take away from this. That if I want to do it, even if I do it wrong, I might fail on it. Like, it's just part of the process.
Part of
And
the-
stay tuned for Lalo's future truck vlogs.
Yeah.
Start vlogging while he's trucking.
I might start a vlog on for my trucking experiences. So I might just be traveling, anything I see cool, or any cool experiences, or any terrible experiences.
I think
I'm
you have a
gonna
great
record
advantage. I think you have a great advantage if you start early. So like that, like people that are actually like starting it as well, they can see the process.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
definitely too, because the first month I won't be able to, but I know definitely after that I probably could get something going. So
Yeah.
that'd be cool. But yeah, that's what I took away from it, and yeah, thank you for.
Thank
I'm sorry.
you.
I wish I had more better. I wish I came more prepared. To be
You're
honest, I didn't think it
fine.
was gonna be this early.
No, this is fine. I just remember this is a crossover episode. So where can we find you?
All right, paralleldiscussion.ask@gmail.com is our fan mail, and then Instagram is paralleldiscussion.pod, and that's where you could add us. And we're only on Spotify and YouTube to listen to us, and yeah.
And send in your poem, because we're still waiting for a poem.
Okay, there was. If you guys go back to our episodes, Turkey wanted to hear a poem.
Yeah,
about
send us a
me.
poem and you get a free ticket to go see Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
Right.
And yeah,
Cool.
and you, what your social?
This is,
I know.
Where
We're
am
still
I
trying to figure this out.
Yeah, we're just figuring it out. And remember, you can follow me at Beabosscoaching on Instagram and on TikTok. And come on over to beabosscoaching.com, where you can listen to my podcast. You can look at my blog and book a call with me if you're exploring coaching. I'd love to get to know more about you. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's a
Wait,
wrap.
The clap again. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, Betty. Be a boss. For all those bosses out there, thank you. And the Parallel Boys and the bosses are out.
Are out.
Peace.
Peace.